Okay, so in my lifetime, I've done a lot of wrong. I've said lot of bad things. I used to always be drunk. I used to always be doing drugs. I used to usually just be drinking and doing some sort of drug, if not multiple drugs. And with that, I'm only saying that because when you do that kind of dumb stuff, it really like fucks your head up here, and you just do things and say things that you don't mean and you don't believe and blah blah blah. But because you're so jacked on a consistent basis, like a daily and nightly basis, or at least a daily basis, um, it's going to like turn your brain to mush. All right, and you're gonna fuck things up. Now, me, myself, and I, Sophia, that's me. Hi, how are you? My name is Sophia. Thank you for joining me. Um, I have tried to. I can't undo wrongs that I've done in my life, but I've apologized. I've taken accountability for them, and I've brought that to the table with various different people and put it out in the open and saying that I was wrong, that I shouldn't have done this, and attempted to make amends, which is the right thing to do. Now that I'm clean and sober and my brain's adjusted back somewhat, I think there still is like brain damage. That's another reason why y'all shouldn't be fucking with that kind of dumb shit, because it does create some brain damage. I think it does. Anyways, the point of this little video, because through the circumstance that I've been going through of being homeless and living in hotels and now living in a weekly motel rental, I've had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to just work things out more so in my brain. Not that I don't want to have any crickets or cockroaches be crawling on me. Um, so just looking down, making sure. Anyways, the point of what I'm saying, with all that being said, I've had a lot of time to reflect and a lot of time to think, and I take responsibility for my own actions. That's key. Take responsibility for your own actions. Um, anyways, at the same time, 7 years ago, 7 years ago, I was also people in my life were enabling me. Okay. Well, Sophia, what do you mean by this? Well, the living circumstance, the amount of money that I was out making, because at the time I drove at this particular taxi company in Las Vegas, which I actually ended up getting fired from about 5.5 years ago, right before I started getting clean off all the drugs, all the cocaine, all the fucking pills, well, I got clean from the pills before that, but just all the drugs, all the speed, all the cocaine, all the alcohol. That took a while, but I got clean after I lost that job. Reason for that is it was kind of like a rock bottom situation. I lost my job, therefore I lost my health insurance. I had health insurance. I knew I needed that health insurance to see doctors and talk to somebody to start my transition, because I knew I was going to transition. So when I lost that job, it was all my fault. I wrecked one of the cars. Bad scene. I was coming off a weekend of heavy partying. I showed up to work, got in the taxi like a dumbass, and I should have just went home. And I felt okay, and then all of a sudden my brain got all woozy, and I couldn't see, like I was passing out. That's how hard I used to party. Just constant blow, constant alcohol, constant speed, constant ecstasy, constant everything, everything, all of it. And it all caught up to me. And I crashed one of the cars. I didn't like total it, but I crashed crashed the taxi that I was driving into another taxi of all things. And my boss, or the head of operations, he gave me a break. He tried to open the door to get me to go to rehab and everything for the drug and alcohol addiction. He did his best to work with me, but that was the final straw. And I get that shit because I fucked the shit up. I fucked the car up. I fucked my job up. And so I was really, really depressed because that job had my health insurance. So the job was like the gateway um, to, or it was like the stepping stone to start the transition. And that never happened. Later on, I fought hard to get clean, and I got clean off the drugs and stuff. Um, and so the point of what I'm saying is enabling. There are certain people in my life who also enabled me to be that way. So, um, sorry, it's like every time I do a video, there's always got to be somebody poking their nose. Everybody's so nosy. Just, y'all, just motherfuckers, go mind your own fucking business, okay? Just, I'm off here on the side, leave me alone, okay? Anyways, so enabling somebody is, so what do I mean by that? Well, in my circumstance, it was to, um, to enable me, not to enable me to do the drugs and the alcohol and continuously do them. Okay, when really, this is the whole point of this video. I'm gonna wrap it up. Really, all you really had to do was just say, listen, girl, you're transgender, you're transsexual. I don't understand it, but I get it, and you need to do what you need to do and transition and become the person you're supposed to be. Number one. Number two, girl, you got to fix that drug habit. You're doing these drugs because of post-traumatic stress disorder from other events in your life, because your head's all sorts of fucked up and the drugs aren't helping, and that's part of the reason why you're doing the drugs. And you're also probably doing the drugs because you need the transition. It's creating so much distress in your head that you got like two stresses. You got the trauma and you got the transition. Okay, and neither of them are being fixed, and so you're just constantly putting these toxic chemicals into your body and acting crazy and acting stupid and fucking doing all sorts of dumb fucking shit, and you're not fixing yourself. So what should have been done, instead of me being enabled to do more drugs and party more every single day, every single night till it's blackout. That's how it used to be. Fucking hit the bottle, fucking do some rounds of cocaine, then motherfucking hit the bottle again, and just back and forth, maybe smoke some speed. If my heart was racing too much, maybe smoke a blunt. The shit was lit. The shit was crazy and it was on a mission to black the fuck out. Just pass the fuck out. Be done. Just out. And then wake up the next day, go do whatever I had to do, and then hit it all over again. Because that's the lifestyle of an addict. Anyways, all that had to be said to me was, listen, girl, we need to fix that trauma that you've experienced in your life, okay? So you don't have to deal with that post-traumatic stress disorder, which you have. And then you need to get help with this whole gender dysphoria, this whole, my brain's female, but my body's male. My soul is female, but my body's male. And it's just creating this, like, oh, that was kind of, fucker over there, like, put his lights on. So that was kind of cool. But that's what I'm saying. And then to furthermore say, listen, I don't understand being transsexual. I don't get it, but it's you, and you need to live your life and fix your life and be successful and get up and get out and kick some motherfucking ass. You're the trans woman that God made. So just go and do it, girl. But instead of, and you know what? If that was said to me, it would have shocked the shit out of me, and I would have disbelieved. I would have been like, "What the fuck do I say?" But I would have definitely went with it. I would have gotten on board that boat, honey. I would have said sail. I would say, I'm going to leave this motherfucking life of drugs. I'm going to fucking fix all the trauma up in my motherfucking head. I'm going to fucking fix this gender fucking misalignment up here as well, because they're two separate issues. Don't think that, oh, well, trauma also equals, genders. No, that's not the way it works. All right. It's so funny how people want to tell you how things work when they don't actually have it or any of it. They don't have problems with trauma. They don't have problems with gender dysphoria. But somehow they have all the answers in the world. You see, bullshit. Anyways, don't enable people. And you may not agree or understand what somebody else has to do, but love them don't cast stones, by the way. Don't cast stones. Okay? Jesus didn't go around judging people. Alright? Jesus, in fact, stopped the religious people from stoning a woman to death. Right? And he turned around and called their shit out and said, whoever does a sin, start throwing stones. And none of them could throw any stones. Think about that. So when all these people run around town and they're like, I'm in the right to go and judge you, judge your life, judge whatever you're doing, blah, 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 blah. That's nonsense because we're all equal. We're all human. We're all born in sin, right? We're all on the same level. So nobody's higher up than somebody else. We're all equal in that sense. But everybody's got their own shit that they have to deal with. Anyways, don't go around enabling anybody. It's gonna fuck everything up really terrible for everybody involved. And just try to love other people, love one another, and we're all just trying to figure out this life. Alright, well, take care. That's a little message from Sophia out here on the streets.